he got fucking robbed.
I was so shocked.
Just those two things alone is retarded. Is ridiculous. Fuck the Hall of Fame.
We could talk about one topic that we did start to mention. It does involve the Giants.
Yep.
I do want to talk about this.
Wonderful.
Eli Manning,
Yep.
in my opinion, getting robbed.
Yep.
You're a Giants fan. Dean, start us off.
Look, I'm biased. So I'm going to start that off first and foremost, okay? Because it's true. I'm a Giants fan. I've watched Eli my whole life, especially after Eli, you learn to appreciate what he was able to give you for all of those years. So, yes, I am extremely biased first and foremost. Putting that aside, that being said, yes, he got fucking robbed. That's ridiculous, okay? My best line that I can give you before giving you all of the stats that I've compiled about this beautiful, sexy man that is Eli Manning.
All right.
You can't tell the story of the NFL without Eli Manning. It's the truth, right? Tom Brady is the GOAT, the greatest quarterback to ever play the game of football. And Eli beat him twice. Twice. One of which was an 18-0 season going to go undefeated, which would have had history written all over it. Okay, so that's just first and foremost. I'm sorry, I had to say that, okay? Secondly, if we go to the stats, which I think is what you should look for in any sort of NFL Hall of Fame type inductee, right? Top 10 all-time in passing touchdowns. Top 10 all-time in passing yards. Just those two things alone is retarded, is ridiculous. You know how many quarterbacks have been in the league since 1940? And he's top 10 in both of those things. Okay, we're gonna move past that though, because it gets better. I promise, it gets better. Okay, 117 wins as a quarterback, 14th all time. It's pretty damn good for how many great teams there have been out there. Okay, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 Super Bowls, 210 consecutive starts. Third all-time against QBs. Was never injured in his entire career. And trust me, he took some fucking beatings. He had the worst offensive line in seven of his NFL career years. That's absurd to begin with as well. Okay? 37 game-winning drives, 12th all-time. 2,800 playoff passing yards, top 20 all-time. Top 20 in playoff touchdowns all-time. 27 fourth quarter comebacks in his career. 12th all-time. I mean, I don't know what the voters wanted him to do. His stats aren't sexy, right? He never won an MVP. He never came in the top 5 in MVP voting. His stats were never pop off the charts, unbelievable. In 2011 though, he did have 4,900 passing yards, which is absurd, which is unbelievable. I just don't see how the voters could have looked at this guy and said he wasn't a Hall of Famer. Not to say he can't get in the coming years, but I just thought he was going to be a lock for first ballot just because of his accolades, especially his playoff accolades.
I want to get controversial now.
Sure.
Who would you replace? If you could replace someone, who got inducted this year.
You didn't have to replace anybody. The minimum each year is 3 people to get in. The maximum is 5. 4 people got in this year. You didn't have to replace anybody.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
You didn't have to replace anybody. And by the way, fucking Sterling Sharp, blow me. That's my answer. There's my answer, Derek. All right?
And the thing,
are we kidding here?
The thing that's crazy too is this is no shots at Sterling Sharp because obviously he had a good career, obviously cut short because of injuries, but it's kind of like a needle when you see first brother duo to enter and be in the Hall of Fame, and then obviously it would have been Payne and Eli.
Yep.
I was so shocked knowing that he didn't make it because this year I thought he was gonna make it. Obviously I thought Antonio Gates was gonna make it. I was expecting him.
I also thought Adam Vinatieri got robbed.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh yeah, he did.
So I just don't agree with fuck the Hall of Fame.
I honestly like the voting for the Hall of Fame in general has been flawed for so many fucking years. Like obviously in the past, keeping T.O. out for as long as they did. And this is one thing that makes no sense to me. I'm not even I'm not a Giants fan. I'm an Eagles fan, and I'm saying this. He should number one. He should definitely got in. And he should have been first ballot. I don't know, but he definitely should have made it in. But the thing that makes no sense to me is that they keep players out for their first year if they had a good career, if they had off the field issues, because that's what happens to most guys who should like To. He got kept out because of off the field issues.
Yep.
Eli, I don't. He was voted Walter Payton of the year consecutively. He was a good fucking dude. I don't understand what I don't understand what kept him out of it. What is the reason for not putting him in this first year?
I think the reasoning for people that will say what their reasoning is because he didn't have an exceptional regular season career. And to that, I say go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. It's the truth. Sure, you know what? If he didn't win two Super Bowls and he didn't go into the playoffs, yeah, you know what? He probably doesn't make the Hall of Fame, right? And he's just another quarterback who came and gone. But that's a bullshit argument because he did make two Super Bowls. He did win two Super Bowls. He did win two Super Bowl MVPs. I don't want to hear that argument. It's a stupid argument because you're putting out hypotheticals that didn't happen.
Yeah.
You're giving excuses to a bullshit reasoning. I don't like any of the Hall of Fame voters. I don't like them at all. I would run them over with my car if I saw them. Fuck everyone. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck this season. I'm done speaking about this.
Seeing the Giants meltdown has made my life. The Giants and the Cowboys meltdown have been the best thing in the world. There's it's funny
What?
to say how Kenny
What?
Pickett has a ring. When he's
Shut up. Shut up, Derek. My mercy has limits. I'm giving you a lot. Can we move on now,
yes,
please?
yes, we can move on. All right,